Welcome back to Mike and Gen X. We like us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I'm Jen.
I'm Mike. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm good. I actually had a. I actually want to start this off because I want to actually talk about something that was really kind of cool that happened today. And it's going to be minuscule to most people, but to me, it's actually kind of a cool thing. So my son gets home from work today, and he walks in and he brings me a polar
Your
pop.
son?
Okay.
Our son.
Our son
Okay.
walks in from work today, and he pops over and he hands me a polar pop. Not a big deal. It's 80 cents, but whatever. You thought about me. It's awesome.
It's nice to be thought of. That is one of my favorite things.
It is. And he had reminded me this morning that it was 40 cents off gas today over at Circle K, and I just hadn't had a chance to get over there yet. But so what did he do? He stopped on the way home and filled the car up and
That's
got me a
awesome.
polar pop.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So Braden, thank you. I love you. And I told him thank you in person, but I thought that was a really cool thing that happened. So I wanted to share that today. And that's how I wanted to start it off today. So thank you for allowing me to do that.
It's nice when we know we have great kids.
We do. We do.
Sometimes they can try your patience, but what kid can't?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he goes to work. Is he working this weekend?
No.
Because
It's cold. It's supposed to be cold. We live in the
is super
south.
cold.
We live in South Carolina, and it's supposed to be really cold. Really cold this weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow's his 12th day in a row, and then he gets 2 off. So he's like 12 on, 2 off. So, hey, I give him credit. He's there every morning, bright and early. And yeah, it's a good kid.
Okay, so I have something I want to talk about.
I would love to hear it. What you got?
So this is our 4th episode back.
We got to put marks on those things.
I do. I have to get I have to make it so it's anyway.
I
Yay.
mean, we only hit the 1. We should know where it is. But yes, our 4th.
You're using the re word wrong. I'm using it. We agreed I get to use that.
I haven't touched it. I just said
anyhow.
we need to label. Sorry.
Stop.
They're fine. They're off camera. They're being quiet.
Our one dogs.
That's all good.
Dogs are trying to have fun, but they're both the same.
Yeah.
Female.
They're confused.
Oh, good grief. Good
Hold
grief.
on.
Good grief. Oh, hi, we're back. Anyhow, so that's what I need to talk to you about. Is I got some feedback about our first 3 episodes.
Okay.
And I thought it was really great, constructive feedback, and it was from one of our kids, and it was us staying on topic, which we know we have a hard time doing.
We do.
So I'd like to put a caveat out there.
Okay.
We both have ADHD.
We do.
When we film these, it's usually in the evening.
Yes.
And by then, if we have remembered to take our ADHD meds, if we took our ADHD meds that day, typically by this point, they're wearing off or have already worn off. So you are getting the real deal. Now, if y'all like, give us some feedback down below. Watch a few episodes, to see if you'd like our roller coaster.
Right.
This is kind of like, and this is going to make you giggle a little bit. You, by meaning my husband. I kind of liken our podcast to the thought process of the Jerry Seinfeld show. It's a show about nothing.
I love that reference because I was I was thinking that the other day, and the way we decided to start it off and all that stuff. I love it.
The last time we did it, we had a theme of taking everybody back to Gen X, and that kind of got exhausting. I mean, and there's only so many times you can be like, oh, remember, and we can still have those stories and talk about it, but I don't want it to be all encompassing. I don't want, to be all sports or whatever, but I do want to be as authentically us as we can possibly be. So I'm just putting this disclaimer out there, and maybe you should add it with the other disclaimer because this is just for fun. We have ADHD. We might be a roller coaster of batshit bonkers, but it's usually worth the ride.
Why did I get yelled at yesterday for swearing, and then you could just throw it in there in the first 6 minutes? Just saying.
I mean, you did drop the F-bomb.
No, I didn't.
You did. You did.
I don't
You
think
did. I can roll back the tape, so you did.
Oh.
I promise.
All right.
You did. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Anyhow.
It's going to be a roller coaster.
We're trying not to swear either. We're trying to do, and I'm usually pretty good about it, but there's certain times where it's kind of like you have to. But I'm going to get better. We're going to try to make this a non-swearing as much as possible, unless we absolutely have to.
I'm trying to do the same on my streams.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Hello, ADHD, right there. bear with us. Like we might go off track, but it should be a fun adventure. I mean, this is all supposed to be fun
Yeah.
and entertaining. So, and
What?
informative to some degree. And I got input that the story that we told about the Candyman
Mhm.
or the backstory.
Yep.
So stories would be good. So if you guys have any recommendations or anything you would recommend us, to do, I think there's a few things I might do. Jen's perimenopause corner.
Right.
My new
And at that point, I'll just stare at the camera.
the fun and interesting thing, like ringing in my ears. That's been going for months though. And it's not high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure. It's definitely
Yeah, no, it's a fun adventure
weird,
you're on.
weird stuff. Weird stuff.
And then you mix it with the ADHD. It's a good time.
Yeah. That's it. That's a joy. That's
It's a good
truly
time.
just not. It's a joy. It's awful.
Yeah, we'll make it through. I ain't too worried about it.
Yeah.
Whoa, the dog's right over there.
Yeah. She's good. She's relaxing now.
So we've been, or what are you? I'm kind of stuck on social media here. I'm kind of stuck in a loop on my algorithms right now.
Oh, my algorithms. I don't have one. I really just don't. Mine don't make sense whatsoever.
Mine really, mine
To
are
be
so
quite honest
weird.
with you, until I joined TikTok a year ago, I really didn't even understand like what algorithm.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like to me, it was just kind of like whoever I saw, I didn't realize it was like an FYP. I didn't even know what FYP. Like
Yeah, I don't.
as much as I'm phone savvy, I'm computer dumb. Like that's just, and I do technology that is required of me.
Right. Well, we touched on it because like Facebook, we figured out Facebook's for the old people, right?
Oh,
Is that kind of what we're
it's
figuring
like
out?
to me, it's like it's kind of like how you kind of keep up with family slash ghetto newspaper slash
Okay.
um. it- it's I think it's the guilty pleasure. I just maybe our generation I can't get rid of. I never had a MySpace or anything. That's really my first venture into social media.
Oh, I agree.
And
I was the same way because I was so anti social media for so long, and I finally joined Facebook just to play that stupid word game.
Farmville too.
No, I did that.
Oh yeah,
Whatever that one was called.
Word
I ended up
something.
yeah. I ended up doing,
But I made you do Farmville with me.
You
'Cause
did.
I was
And that
popping
was
out a lot
fine.
of kids at that point, so Farmville was the thing. But part of me too won't give up Facebook ever. I think, and this is going to be like sentimental, but it's a tie to my mom.
It is, and it's got a bunch of pictures too.
Yeah, there's so many pictures. I mean, and I can pull those all down. I mean, I own the pictures. They're mine. I mean, do I? But whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So in Instagram, I kind of like Instagram. It's
Ugh.
Instagram to me is kind of like People Magazine. It's a lot of pictures
I've just never
and
been
videos.
never been a big fan of it, which is kind of weird. I don't know. To me, Instagram has always been very.
I've just recently started watching it with sound. I mean, for years, I'm not even kidding you, for years and years and years, I would watch people, but I would read the captions because
Yeah,
I
I'm thinking
really truly didn't know like a lot of people's voices were for a long time.
that's actually kind of funny. I was actually just watching a video today on TikTok, and because we do the TikTok shop stuff and whatever,
We're
captions,
both TikTok shop affiliates
Yes.
and content
captions,
creators.
captions on a video or no captions on a video.
I don't know. I think that if they have their sound off, they automatically have captions, and I think a lot of people automatically have captions. I
There's wait, hell, back up.
You have you have the option to automatically have captions on your videos if the sound is off. I believe on most social media, you can have captions
so?
if you have
Do you
the sound
mean?
off.
So do you mean if I set that up on my phone? So if my volume's down,
I believe you
I
set that
get
in per
captions?
app. Yeah,
oh, I didn't know that.
I think it might be per app. Yeah.
Okay, so for outside of that, because there are people clearly that like me that have no clue that that existed. When you make your videos, do you ever put captions on them?
I used to. I do not any longer,
Okay.
simply because I know there are auto ones.
Okay,
And
I was kind of curious.
I do put up funny sayings, like I put up like photo, like captions, like
Well, yeah,
I don't put up
no,
closed
no.
captioning like verbatim of what I'm saying, but I do put up like
But that's what I'm actually asking
like
about.
funny things, like this is what we did today, so they have something to read or a funny
Well-
characterization of what's happening.
Right. Okay. So my question was more of the verbatim, word for word.
Right. Like the closed captioning for
Yeah.
hearing impaired.
Right.
Right.
And that was my question. It's like, so you don't do that you don't do that at all?
I used to, but I
Got it.
stopped for no really big reason other than I realized that people can, if they really wanted it, they just can put it on.
You know what I love about all these creators on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff? All these people that are coaches, and they're going to teach you how to make money and do all this stuff. I haven't found one that knows what the hell they're talking about.
I think they go to like one of their seminars. They watch the seminars and they're kind of just parroting.
Yeah.
If you want my opinion, they're parroting whatever platform wants them
Right.
to say. So
Yeah.
this is what the platform wants you to do to kind of fall in, and this is how they claim you're going to be successful. But in my opinion, I think it's all a hit or miss on what,
Oh
and
my
that's
God, I
that's what
think
they
so too.
cannot. One thing they cannot ever bank on is the human factor,
Right.
because what sometimes they think is going to be an absolute hit is an absolute dud. So
Yeah.
as
that's
much
true.
as the algorithm, what they're suggesting that you do, in my opinion, as much as that plays a role, if it's a hit, it's not going to be stopped
I think so.
unless there's an active something stopping it. But then at that point, I still think it's going to go.
Do you ever watch a video and you see that it's got like 1 million views and just sit there and go,
How?
why?
Yeah, mine.
No, I mean yours made sense. It was a trend. It was a good video, and I get it. And it created dialogue, right?
Right. It was funny,
But there are some videos that are just
dumb.
I don't get. I just don't. I guess I just don't understand it.
There's some people out there that I don't understand. Like, why are people following you? Like, but it's I have issues when people are eating. It's called, I don't even there's a name for it, and it's part of the sensory issues that I have, like it with the ADHD. But it bothers me to the point where like my blood pressure goes up, and I can like envision like, and it. That
She's
said,
not lying. She's not lying.
but that said, there are people, and like when he's in like a Dorito bag, and it's like or a, what was that, the Sun Chips, the garden salsa.
Oh my God!
When his hand is in there, it is so loud. Like
salsa bag.
it is like he's attacking my senses when he's just trying to get a chip out. But it's like he prolongs it anyway.
When you
There
try,
are
when
some-
you try
there
to
are
be
some
quiet,
people-
it always takes longer.
It does. It really does. But there are some people, like, they love the noise. There are some people that they love watching people eat, and the noises, their mouths,
Mhm.
and they like it all. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? That like, I want to like
But that is only for humans.
yeah.
'Cause if
no, it's not even just for human. It's what I figured out is if they can't control it. So like a baby, you can't say don't chomp. Like, I mean, when they get to a certain age, you can say chew with your mouth closed. But when they're little and they're just, or they've got the little fat fingers and they're sticking their little fat fingers in that little fruit snacks bag, and that's Russell. I don't even hear that because I'm little pudgy, just rubber band. Oh my goodness.
But she hears me if I 2 bedrooms away trying to get.
I hear you if you have a Whistler booger and you're
Isn't that
like
crazy?
down, like
So-
in the other side of the house. Or like the dogs eating like something crunchy, like aren't. It cracks me up because just the facial expressions they make. But now, if he was standing next to the dogs doing the same crunchy noise, I'd probably want to punch him in the brains. I don't.
Punch me in the brains. I
don't physically harm my husband. I don't.
Not at all.
Mm-mm. Now, but that kind of leads me to one of the subjects I want to talk about.
What you got?
Hello, ADHD, but not really.
We got notes this time.
Yes, irrational fears.
Irrational fears. Okay.
Yes, and I was talking to you a little bit about irrational fears, and
Yep.
I'm actually going to make a confession today
Okay.
about an irrational fear, and I actually remembered this last week. So because I saw a reel, I love reels, about the Bozo Show.
I love the
I
show.
was convinced when we were little that the Bozo Show was filmed live because it was in front of a live studio audience.
Okay. Yeah.
And when we grew up, there was a lot of shows that were filmed in front of a live studio audience. And it
Sure.
always said that, like, at the beginning of the program, right?
Right.
I thought those shows, they could see us back.
Okay. That's a
So
good
when
one.
I was a little kid and there was a live studio audience, I would make sure just to behave myself and just didn't do anything I
Wow.
I didn't bite my nails. I just like tried to sit there and just behave myself because I
That's
knew they
interesting.
could see me back. Yeah, I think that went until I was probably 5 or 6 years old.
Wow. Okay. Who finally told? Do you remember who finally told you that they couldn't see you?
No, but I think it was I think I stopped like not performing, but I did perform in front of Star Search.
Well, of course.
Because I thought, well, maybe just Ed McMahon might see me one time.
He found Brittany.
Eh, I was in my living room.
I know.
But either way.
I know. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, but yeah.
So,
but no, it was when my grandma worked for the Jerry Lewis Telethon when we lived in Chicago. And that's when I realized they couldn't see us because
okay.
my aunt, and at this point I think I was in second grade, and we were sneaking out because my aunt was grounded and she was supposed to babysit me.
Okay.
And
was this the aunt we were just talking about earlier tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, well, and we weren't supposed to leave the house.
Right.
And my aunt goes, well, Grandma would never know. She's on the telethon. And I'm like, it's a live telethon going on. So I'm thinking, oh, she's going to know.
She's going to know.
Because she's going to
be
able to see that we're not home.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's not like she can see through the TV.
It's not like Poltergeist.
That movie's scary. Do you know in the skeleton scene of that movie, those were real skeletons? Like they didn't. Yeah, that movie's freaky. Anyway,
back to irrational fears.
Yeah, but so I truly thought like.
So I don't know if I necessarily have any irrational fears outside of the complete terrifying fear of heights.
That's not irrational. I think that's like an actual like true fear. But now like I have an irrational fear like when you go like to a cafeteria or like a fast food restaurant and you go to eat and you get the tray.
Yeah.
And you like kind of like set all your stuff on the tray to carry your stuff over.
Okay.
So for years like I wouldn't carry a purse. I would just, when I had the kids, I would have like either the diaper bag or whatever, and then you just have your keys.
Yeah, okay.
One of my biggest fears.
I know where this is going.
Was that I would throw my keys away, but it's never because I did it. It was because somebody in junior high threw away their retainer, and I watched them have to dig everything out in front of everybody,
Wow.
and she's like, it was on my tray. And that stuck with me, so I was always terrified I was going to throw my keys away.
That actually happened.
Like to this day, I still make sure like nothing is on that tray.
That actually happened to one of the boys' friends. You remember at your mom's summer cabin? Galan threw away his clear. What are those things called?
Oh, retainer.
Yeah, it was a retainer, but it was one of those clear ones.
Oh, the Invisalign.
Invisaligns,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was that kid panicked. I don't even remember if he found it. I don't think he did.
I don't know.
I don't think he did.
I don't remember. I don't remember. We like to tip him back a little bit back then, so I can't necessarily remember everything that happened at my mom's party place.
Do you want to know what's crazy that I've read about fears? Is that you're not born with any.
No, you're fearless.
So why the hell can I not get on a damn single level house and change gutters without my legs shaking?
I think
Lord.
Some of it might be genetic. Some of it might be you're more susceptible to something than other. But I also believe I think there's trauma. I think there's some of it is learned fear.
You know what's kind of crazy? And it actually just dawned on me when I just said that, and then you just said that. So back when I lived in that house across from the woods, right? We had a detached garage, so it was a single level whatever. Well, we used to go up on that roof all the time and jump off for fun.
And did we get hurt sometime doing this?
No. You got to remember, I've never broken a bone.
So
Hold on. I played sports, whatever.
That's plastic.
Damn it. Oh, wait, this one's good. No, that's...
You're good. You're good, baby. You're good.
But no, never got hurt, never know nothing. But then sometime... in between 9 and like 13.
The ages of 9 and 13?
But sometime between then.
Yeah.
It became, because I remember going up
you realized between the 9 and 13 you were scared of heights.
I was, because
did you fly or anything, or did you go anywhere?
I never had a problem on an airplane. Like being on an airplane doesn't bother me.
No, but definitely being on a carnival ride. Definitely being like a little girl.
That did happen.
Made a little girl laugh.
Yeah.
Carnival, right.
Again. Yeah, it happened. And then we can talk about Myrtle Beach when, the entire family was there and they had this ride.
It's called a Ferris wheel. It's not a ride.
No, it wasn't the damn Ferris. Well, that's a different.
Oh,
I'm talking about
you
the
mean
drop
the
one.
park?
No, the one that dropped.
Oh.
Yeah, that went up like 50, 60 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then I very smartly volunteered to videotape you guys from the ground.
I did it.
Again, you don't have a fear of. Yeah, no, the Ferris wheel. It's an enclosed Ferris wheel, too.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy at Myrtle Beach. Enclosed. It's not open. Terrifying. Terrifying to me. I couldn't look out. I had to look at the floor and my feet. But it's awesome because there were 3 girls in there laughing at me. Yeah.
It was funny. I
love
mean,
my family.
It was.
Love them.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It really was funny.
You know what? There was nothing funny about that trip. Because if you remember what happened about a half hour after that.
Yeah, I had got seafood poisoning. That was the worst ever. Oh my goodness, that was the worst ever. That was truly the worst ever.
That was terrible. So not only did I feel like I was going to lose my life up in a Ferris wheel, enclosed Ferris wheel, then
air conditioned enclosed Ferris wheel, like that held like 10 people eat. Like it was.
I have no idea why. But
I'm afraid of snakes, so it's. But actually, no, I'm learning about them, so my fear is actually waning a bit.
Yeah, no, snakes. I don't like them. I don't like them. And great, you can identify them.
I used to be a lot more terrified of snakes, and now I've actually let them live because I learned kind of.
Well, there's good ones now.
Yeah, they're not now. There always have been good ones.
No. In my mind, there was never a good snake. You have educated me that there are some that serve a purpose that is beneficial to us. At that point, they're not terrible. I can't see them. I will run and scream, and yeah, that's not my thing. Remember, I tried to move 2 days after we moved down to South Carolina.
Because of a spider.
That was a big spider. And it was at the front door. It didn't want to let us leave. I told everybody to pack up. It
was harmless.
What? Not in that moment, it wasn't. Not in that moment. They tried to take my life. Through fear, I don't even know. I'm good on that. So any other fears you got? You got any?
Oh, I'm sure I have a few. I'm sure snakes and sharks but they're healthy fears. They're normal fears, but irrational fears. I'm sure I'll come up with a few others. But I mean, do you have any irrational fears, like, or anything crazy where you're like? I mean, honestly, the one that I was telling about the TV, like that truly, like I never
heard that one before. That's interesting. I know. That's very interesting. That's literally poltergeist stuff, though. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I really, truly.
That's interesting. No, I never had any fears like that. Yeah, I never did. That'd be kind of crazy, though. If you feel like somebody's watching you while you're watching TV.
Yeah. Oh, because it was a live, so I was a live studio.
I completely understand.
I was little. I didn't
got there. Yeah. No, I understand how you got there. Damn.
I mean, kids, put 2 and 2 that doesn't necessarily equal 4.
No.
know, I mean, they kind of come to their own conclusions, and nobody thinks to correct something they don't know to correct.
Right. No.
And I never said anything. I always
put on your Sunday best and just smiled for the camera.
Yeah, I did. I really did. And I don't know that I even noticed what other people were doing around me. I don't know that I truly just don't know. And I think when I would say, like, I was dancing for, like, Ed McMahon, somebody would cheer it on, like, go for it, or, you know what I'm saying? Probably just joking around with me, like right. You would cheer a kid on who's singing her little heart out, but I don't think they understood that
that you were performing. That's good. Yeah. I like that one. I like that one. Mm. Hopefully somebody will share some irrational fears with us in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of any, but I'm going to think on that.
And we were talking before about, we had done in the past, we have done podcasts about what we're watching on TV or what we're streaming or things like that.
Yeah.
And we really don't watch nor stream a ton of things. It's kind of like the same stuff we were doing before, we're still doing now, unless we find something here or there.
Right.
However, I think, like most of you guys, a good portion of our time is spent on our phones. So it's kind of like, and speaking of algorithms, they're all over the place. Like I was explaining to you, I started right now, I'm presently watching Mr. Ballin or Am I the Assholes? That's what's basically dominating my reels on like Facebook right now.
Okay.
And that's where I like to watch them because they're typically a little bit longer. But last week it was somebody else and somebody else that I follow. But it's like this week, because of my ADHD, I don't even think about that person because I'm all into this. But then next week, it's not because I've done anything different. I swear to goodness, my algorithm will change again. And I told you about this actually a couple weeks ago, where it's like I don't do anything different, but then all of a sudden, poof, it's like gone. But because of my ADHD, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Your phone listens to you.
Probably. But I don't talk about those people. I don't bring it up.
But hang on one second. I'm gonna prove you wrong on one of those instances. When we started talking about doing the podcast again, there were a couple times in conversation about watching the Am I the Assholes that it had come up. Now that we were gonna do it, it is just something that we had done in the past. So I know it came up a couple times in conversation. I'm telling you, your phone's listening. It's your phone.
Oh, well, we know that. I mean, I remember growing up where they would talk about your house being bugged by the government, and it's like now we have all of these devices, and they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. All right, but be safe, everybody. We got to end that one there. Thank you for enjoying some time with us. We absolutely enjoyed it.
I tried to rein in the all over the place, so let me know how I did with that one, Mace.
Well, I will say this: we covered less topics and we were more in depth. So I think if we kind of follow that, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, so I just need my handy dandy notebook like Blue's Clues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Mm-hmm. So everybody have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe.
It's free.
all free.
It's free.
Appreciate y'all. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.